Good morning all. Now I am going to explain about construction of a transformer. See here, depending upon the primary winding and secondary winding connections, the transformers are connected in two ways. That is, one is core type transformer, another one is shell type transformer. First we will discuss about core type transformer. Okay, this is the arrangement of core type transformer. Already we know that transformer is having two windings, right? That is primary winding and secondary winding. Okay, exactly, if we talk about the windings, one is LV winding or HV winding. One is LV, one is HV. LV means low voltage winding, HV means high voltage winding. Okay, in case of core type transformer, interleaved winding procedure is used. What is mean by interleaved winding procedure? Now see here first of all we will place total LV winding on primary side and HV winding on secondary side. Assume, okay, if we place LV winding on primary side and HV winding on secondary side, okay, leakage flux will be more. Okay, leakage flux is nothing but the flux which links with only one winding is known as leakage. See this figure. Now see here, when AC supply is given to the primary winding, what happened? Current I is flowing into the primary winding, right? Okay, this current will produce a flux in the transformer core. Okay, now see here, whenever current in coil changes, the produced flux which links with only one winding, okay, the flux which links with only one winding is known as leakage flux. Okay, now see here, if we place LV winding here and HV winding here, what happened? Leakage flux will be more. If leakage flux is more, power transfer capability is less. Okay, now see here, to reduce leakage flux, that means to reduce leakage flux, what I am doing here, half of the, this is starting here, total it is LV winding, right? This LV winding is divided into LV by 2 and LV by 2, right? Now half of the LV winding is placed on primary side and half of the LV winding is placed on secondary side. Okay, similarly half of the HV winding is placed on the secondary side and half of the HV winding is placed on the primary side. Now see here, the flux which produced in the primary winding is also linked with the secondary winding, right? Hence leakage flux will be reduced. When leakage flux is reduced, power transfer capability is more, right? Okay, that means in case of core type transformer, by using interleaved winding procedure, we can reduce the leakage flux. Okay, interleaved winding procedure is nothing but half of the LV winding is placed on the primary side and half of the HV winding is placed on the secondary side. Similarly, half of the HV winding is placed on the secondary side and half of the HV winding is placed on the primary side. Okay, now see here, in this core type transformer, this is one limb, it is another limb. Okay, that means core type transformer is having two limbs. Okay, total flux will be constant, that means area required for this core type transformer is high. Okay, see here, these windings are placed on the outer side, hence mechanical protection is less. Okay, next see here, the cost of the insulation for core type transformer is less. See here, it consisting of two limbs, mechanical protection is less. Okay, in case of core type transformer, the area of cross section throughout the material is A, right? Why? Because throughout the length flux is constant, right? Okay, this type of transformers are used for high voltage and low current and high kVA applications. Why it is used for high voltage applications means, based upon the insulation cost, in case of core type transformer, the cost of insulation is less. Okay, I will explain this point in case of shell type transformer. Okay, next, that is about core type transformer, right? Next, coming to shell type transformer. Okay, this is the schematic arrangement of shell type transformer. Okay, shell type transformer is having three limbs or three legs. Okay, see here windings will be placed on the center limb. Okay, these two will act as a protecting cover for the winding, right? Hence mechanical protection is less when compared to core type transformer, right? Now see here, total flux is divided into 5 by 2 and 5 by 2. That means outer limb is having flux of 5 by 2, right? Inner limb is having a flux of 5. That means this limb requires area of cross section of area A. These two limbs requires area of cross section of area A by 2. Now see here, in case of shell type transformer, windings will be placed like this. First LV winding is placed, after that HV, LV, HV, LV, HV. That means in between two LV windings, one HV winding is placed, or in between two HV windings, one LV winding is placed. Okay, that means this type of winding procedure is known as sandwiched winding procedure. Okay, that means in case of shell type transformer, sandwiched winding procedure is employed. Now see here, insulation will be placed between low voltage to high voltage. Between any, if we change the voltage level, we need to give insulation. That means there is no contact with the low voltage winding and high voltage winding. Now see here we will place LV winding, HV winding. In between LV and HV I need to place insulation. Again in between HV and LV I need to place insulation. Right here, half of HV and half of LV. Only one time is insulation is required in case of core type transformer. Hence cost of insulation is more, right, in case of shell type transformer. Why? Because in between two windings always we need to place insulation. Here I need to place insulation, here I need to place insulation, here I need to place insulation, right? Then cost of the insulation will be very high in case of shell type transformer. Hence shell type transformers are used for low voltage applications. Okay, low voltage and high current rating applications. Okay, next, mechanical protection is more. Why? Because the windings are placed on center limb, right? Next, in case shell type transformer, already we know that sandwiched winding procedure is used. Okay, that is between two low voltages one high voltage winding is placed, or in between two HV windings one LV winding is placed. Okay, that is about construction of a transformer. Thank you all.